Welcome. Find a nice, comfortable seat on your mat and roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. And start to focus on your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths out. Stay connected to your breath. Continue to breathe deeply. And draw your attention to your awareness of the breath. Be aware of yourself breathing. Bring your attention to the idea of awareness. Today's class is all about awareness and experience. And feeling the difference between the two. Experiencing the body as you practice. So think about your right hand right now. Bring your awareness to your right hand. And notice that you're aware of your right hand, but your right hand is not aware of you. Be aware of your right hand sitting upon your right knee. And then shift your focus. Experience what it is like to be the right hand. Can you feel the knee underneath the palm? Can you feel the fibers of your pants or the skin of your leg? Experience the breeze on the top of the hand. Experience what it's like to be the right hand. And as you stay here like this, in experience, shift your attention. Come back to your awareness of the breath. Be aware of the breath. And now experience yourself being breathed. Notice what happens in your body, to your body. Experience the breath. Move past the idea of being aware that you're breathing and really feel your body as it breathes. Slowly draw your attention from the breath and bring it back to the body, keeping in mind this idea of awareness versus experience. If you're willing, commit to experiencing this entire class in your body. Come out and bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. Let your knees fall open. If you notice that your knees are up high, it's uncomfortable, then allow the heels to come away from the body. Take a hold of your toes or your feet and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to fold forward at your hips. Coming into a butterfly forward fold. Find your posture. Allow your head to hang and your shoulders to round, and really play with the idea of edge here. Start to feel find your 80%. Feel your 80%. Allow your body to release and let go of any engagement. And once you have found your edge, find your stillness. Commit to be in this position for some time without moving, without adjusting. Come to the concept, the idea of awareness. Be aware of your body position. And also invite in the idea of experience. Can you experience the posture that you're in? Can you experience the stretch, the ground below you, the sensations within your body? Plant your palms on your mat and slowly push yourself back up to seated. Walk the hands all the way back behind you. Bring your knees up towards one another and just windshield wiper from side to side. Just releasing any tension. Slowly come back up to center and then take the legs out wide. You can turn to face the long edge of your mat if that feels good for underneath your heels. Bring your legs out wide and then plant both of your hands behind your hips and push your groins towards the center just a little bit. Yeah. And bring your hands to the inside of your thighs. Take a breath here. Just get the feeling in your body. And whenever you are ready, start to walk the hands away from you. For some, that means hands are on the inside of the thighs and you're feeling that. And for others, you are able to fold at your hips and maybe even bring your chest to the ground. Just really settle into your edge here. Find it. Sit for a moment. Feel. Can you hold that for some time? Would that be difficult to hold? Just find your balance, find your edge. And once you have found your edge, settle into stillness. Only 2 times you move in yin. 1 to go deeper, and 2 to come out if you're in pain. So always be open and be aware and experience what's happening in your body. Think about this. We can be very, very aware and still be aware that we're hurting ourselves. The idea is when you're sitting in that discomfort, if you hurt yourself and you're present to it, and you'll move out. Breathe. Experience the stretch in the groin, the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Just be and feel. Your mind has wandered, bring it back to the breath. Lift your head, walk your hands back towards your body and turn to your right. Plant your hands one on either side of your thighs and turn your chest to face your right foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, start to walk the hands towards the foot. Fold at your hips and bring your chest down towards your thigh. Allow your head to hang, your shoulders to round. And start with that, getting the feeling. Get to feel the pose. Notice what's happening in your body. Not only are you aware, you are present to the experience of being in your body, the experience of feeling your postures. Find your edge. Find your stillness. Hold. Allow yourself to experience the twist. Allow yourself to experience the fold. Where do you feel these things in your body? Where do you feel the stretches? What do you feel? Can you experience the postures in your body? if your mind has wandered, bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to your experience of the posture. Let go of tension, any gripping that you may feel in your body, in your mind. And just be. Lift the head and slowly walk your hands back towards the body. Take your time. And whenever at your own pace, switch to the other side. Turn to face the left. Turn your chest to face your left foot, and then inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, start to walk the hands towards the foot. Fold at the hips. And when you get to where you're going, allow your head to hang and your shoulders to round. Now just feel, experience, allow the body to open up, to adjust or recalibrate, and breathe. Find your edge. Let go. And if your mind has wandered, bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to your experience. Feel your body. Feel the pose. And bring your attention back. And plant your palms and slowly lift your head. Walk your hands back towards the body. And then back into center. Sit up. Bring the hands back behind you. Or lift your knees up, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. Either way, start to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Just evening out the hips. Really feeling and experiencing the postures as you were just spent 9 minutes in straddle. Let the movement release any kind of tension or compression built up. Preparing your body for the next posture. And come back to center. Come up onto all fours. And take your knees out as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes together, hips over the heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Make your way into extended child's pose. We're not here for long. So become aware, become present to what's happening in your body. And feel the stretch, where you feel the stretch. And fill up your belly with air. Let it all out. And do that one more time. And let go of tension. And when you are ready, bend the elbows, plant them below the shoulders, and come up. Shimmy or shift onto the belly and bring your elbows below your shoulders. Bring your hands out so your wrists are in line with the elbows and make your way into Sphynx Pose, toes untucked. And an option to keep your head in neutral, or you can let your head hang. Take a moment to experience both. See what feels good for you. Allow yourself to be supported. And feel the ground below you. And really experience this posture. And feel the back body supported by the front body and the front body supported by the ground. Feel yourself propped up. Feel your breath. Feel the pose. And breathe. Check in with your thoughts. Where are they? Bring them back to the body. Bring them back to the breath. Come back to the body, lift your head. You have the option to stay in Sphynx, or you can put the weight into your hands and lift your elbows up into the air and make your way into seal pose. If you come into seal pose and you're like, nope, that's a big no, then just come back to Sphynx. Anytime if you're feeling any major discomfort, you can always just come and rest on the belly. Notice the compression in your lower back. I always like to think of this pose as like I bring all my attention, all my awareness into the lower back, and then I experience the lower back. Think about the lower back somewhat equivalent to like a spiritual pimple. The idea here is that you are compressing the lower back, literally like pushing out all of the tension. Spiritually, it is said that anything injurious at the back of the body is what we hide from the world. And lower back specifically is really related to finances. So financial stress. Doesn't matter what the actual numbers in your bank account are. You can have all the money in the world and feel financially stressed, and you can have no money in the world and not be worried about it. So feel the compression in the lower back and feel yourself. It's like you're oozing out all the tension, all the pressure, all that weight that you are carrying on your shoulders and compensating for with your lower back. Just be here, experience this pose in your body, and let go. Slowly release back down onto the elbows, and then bring the hands one on top of the other, elbows out to the side. Release your head onto your hands. Take a moment here prone, just letting go, feeling, really experiencing that release from your lower back. Bend the elbows, push up onto all fours. Take the knees out as wide as your mat. Push your hips over your heels, walk your hands out in front of you. Just make your way into child's pose. Allow yourself to rest here for but a moment. Breathe. And fill your belly with air. Let it all out. Bend your elbows, planting your palms below your shoulders, push up onto all fours, and then come down onto your bum. And bring your right leg out in front of you and bring the left leg over the right leg. Pull the left foot in towards your leg. as much as you're able. And then come to settle into a half a shoelace. Find your edge. If you're here and you feel like you could go further or you've gone too far, then just find that space where you can feel a stretch and you know you can hold it for some time. Feel free to adjust if need be. And you have the option to fold forward a little bit if you would like. You have the option to add a twist here, or you can stay right where you are. Find your stillness. Find your breath. Come back to center. And slowly release your leg down to the mat. And bend the right leg. Bring the right leg across the left leg and pull the heel in towards the bum. Find your half shoelace on this side. Take a moment, set up. And then when you are ready, find your edge. Find your stillness. Experience this pose. Where do you feel it? What does it feel like? Be. if your mind has wandered, bring it back to your breath. Slowly take your time, release, and bring your hands to the mat behind you. Bend your knees and start to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Slowly shift onto your back and bring your knees into your chest. And keep your knees in the chest and bring the soles of the feet up to face the ceiling. Take a hold of the outer edges of your feet and pull your knees back down towards the mat. Make your way into Happy Baby Pose. Happy Baby Pose is a fantastic and incredible posture. I would say most of the time when I witness students in Happy Baby, they are rolling from side to side and moving. So feel free to get those things out of your system and then come back to center, come back to stillness. You might experience a completely different Happy Baby Pose here, being here in stillness. Once you've found your edge, commit to being still. Commit to holding this pose. And instead of just being aware that you are in Happy Baby Pose, feel Happy Baby Pose. And if your mind has wandered, just bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to experiencing Happy Baby Pose. Come back to the body. Let go of your feet. Hug your knees into your chest and wrap your hands around your shins. And then bring your arms out to the side, shoulder height, palms face down. Let the knees fall all the way over to the right. Feel free to take a few moments to set yourself up in this pose, any way that feels good to you. So start with the legs. Is there any version that you prefer? Eagle legs, figure of four legs, legs straight, legs bent, knees up towards the elbows, knees away from the elbows. Just feel in your body what it is that you need in this moment. And with the legs over to the right, you have the option to turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And stay here. Experience the twist in your spine. From the base of the pelvis all the way up to the base of the skull. Notice one vertebra twisting over the other, all the way up. Allowing you to stretch out muscles, to release tension, to let go of some of what you've been holding on to. Remember to breathe. And bring your head into center and engage the core. And bring your knees up to center and then take your time, switch to the other side. Whatever you did with the right side, now do that to the left side. Set yourself up. Find the posture that is right for you. Find the twist. Find the leg position, the arm position. Option to look over the opposite shoulder. Just find and experience the twist on this side. Experience moving into it and then experience being in it. Experience your body opening up, stretching, letting go. Experience. If your mind has wandered, bring it back to your breath. And bring your head back into center and engage the core. Bring the knees back into center. Hug your knees in. Interlock your fingers over your shin. Pull your knees up, your head up towards your kneecaps. Squeeze your body round your spine and then slowly release. Head down to the mat, feet down to the mat, and then walk the feet away from you until your legs are flat. Push the back of your head into your mat, roll your shoulders down your spine. Allow your hands to fall away from your body and your palms to face the ceiling. Take a really deep breath in all the way to the bottom of your lungs. And then let it out with a sigh. Allow yourself to let go of your breath. Experience the silence. Experience your Shavasana. bring your awareness back to your breath and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And turn your head from side to side. Pull your knees up into your chest, hug them in. And roll from side to side. Eventually rolling onto one side. Use your bicep as a pillow. Take a breath here. Use the strength of your hand to push yourself all the way up to seated and keep your eyes nice and heavy. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs and take a nice long slow deep breath in through your nose. Release it with a sigh. Do that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return to normal breathing. Bring your hands together in the center of your chest. Bow your head. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.